The Norwood DPW, Norwood Police and Fire, and Norwood Light were superheroes this past week as they tirelessly kept up efforts to keep the power on and the streets clear. NCM went down to the police station to talk with Deputy Chief Chris Padden about what the Norwood Police did.
The day of the storm, I don't think anybody was really expecting it to be what it was. I went out to grab something out of my car and the door almost blew off. I was blown away, at, no pun intended, at how bad the wind was. And we fortunately were able to staff up. We had, I think at one point, 15 officers on the street just trying to deal with road closures and traffic. Of course, we lost the light at Dean and Route 1 again. Every time there's a bad storm, there's a problem down there that they can't seem to track down and fix. But you know, that's a very dangerous intersection, and we lost that light. And of course, we're trying to barrel off the intersection to keep people from trying to take lefts or turn so that everybody would just go straight. And we were fortunate that we were able to get that done quickly and efficiently with nobody getting hurt. We were very fortunate that we had enough people working that day. We were able to surge our officers. We had some officers that had been working details, that their details got canceled and they came into the station, and as soon as it started to get really bad, we asked them, hey, do you want to work? So we had, like I said, 14 or 15 cars on the road that day, which our normal would have been 6 or 7. So we were able to double our staff. We pulled our administrative officers that are generally in the building off their duties and put them in cars and sent them out to answer calls. And you know, just through teamwork, we were able to surge our police presence and really answer the call when it came. Just call after call after call. Our guys were out on the road just in the rain. I don't think anybody was really ready for what that storm became. And I know Norwood, thank God we have the light department and the DPW department. The town services here in Norwood are by far the best around. Norwood's up and running, and we were up and running right away. So from the perspective of the police department, that's the best thing in the world. So instead of having multiple day, this become a multiple day event where people are without power or heat, or we have to go to check on elderly people, or you know, people's basements are flooding because their sump pump won't work because they have no power. Norwood gets it right back up and running, and you know, like I said, once again, that's an attestation to the DPW, the light department, fire department did a great job. They were out there with us on all these calls with wires down. So it wasn't just the police department; it was the entire you know, public service sector here in Norwood. They all just top notch.
Director of Public Works, Mark Ryan, discussed what the DPW faced during the storm and how well the crews handled everything.
Hi everyone, Mark Ryan here, Director of Public Works. Just to give you an update on the storm we had here on December 18th. As you all experienced throughout the Northeast and in Norwood in particular, we had quite a rainy day and a very, very windy day. Norwood received a little over 3 inches of rain through a period of time, which is not excessive for the amount of hours that it went through, but we did have quite a bit of wind, as we all know that. We had sustained winds from 30, 35 miles per hour, but the biggest culprit around town in the Northeast is the wind gusts. Norwood experienced some severe wind gusts from 8 a.m. to about 1 p.m. Gusts reached up to 66 miles an hour in Norwood, so that caused quite a bit of havoc with trees coming down. DPW crews were right on it, starting at 6 a.m. with our overnight guy tending to some issues, and then crews come in at 7, and they worked right through the day, right up to about 6 p.m., handling fallen trees, minor flooding, and other debris that was in the road, opening up the roads, getting them passable for people to go about their day and the evening commute when they were coming home. Fortunately, during the day, most people were smart enough to stay home, get out of the elements and not be driving around. So we had a lot of trees down, nothing too major that DPW couldn't handle. Light department had a few large ones that fell on wires, and they did their typical outstanding job. getting those trees removed and getting the power restored. And we're just so fortunate to have Norwood Light Department here. As far as flooding, a little roadway flooding here and there, mainly caused by not so much the amount of rain, but a lot of the debris that was windswept led to catch basins being covered, and then the water couldn't get into the catch basin. So DPW crews were running around, opening up those catch basins, making sure those roads were passable for vehicles. After the storm, the following day and today, DPW was out clearing debris that's on the side of the road, chipping up any branches that are laying around. We have 3 street sweepers out there right now. 1 is the town's and 2 from a local contractor sweeping all the debris on the 110 miles of road throughout the town. So we're getting that all cleaned up for the upcoming holiday weekend. If you have brush in your yard, we ask you to cut it up, put it out curbside. Remember, no longer than 4-foot lengths. We'd like you to tie them up and then call DPW at 781-762-1413, and we'll come by and pick up that brush and bring it up the landfill. And obviously the landfill is open this Saturday from 8 to 1:30, so you can bring your brush up there as well as the leaves and all the other items up there. One of the other things that was going on is trash carts were being blown all over the place. So a couple things. If you're missing a trash cart, we first ask that you check in with your neighbors. Maybe they picked it up. And if that is not the case, reach out to DPW and we'll do a broader search around the neighborhood looking for that trash cart to try to get it returned to you. And if you're someone that had a trash cart blown in front of your yard from who knows where, call DPW. Once again, 781-762-1413. We'll come by and pick it up, and I'm sure we'll get a call from whoever is missing that trash cart. So overall, I think Norwood did great. Between the police, fire, DPW, light department, and facilities, Norwood's back up and running right away. So we're fortunate there. And just wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and enjoy this great winter weather that we're having.